I know, I have a very fucked up sense of humor. I do. But you have to understand where I get my sense of humor from. I get my sense of humor from my family, specifically my mom and dad, even more specifically, my dad. Now, my parents are not dwarves. What? I know. I tell a lot of people that sometimes. They're like, what? Like, because they don't believe that tall people can have dwarf children. They, like, look at me, and when they ask me, like, hey, Brad, where are your mom and dad from? They think I'm gonna say, Narnia. That's not where they're from. And there's no dwarves in my family at all. I am the only one, so they weren't expecting it. So, like, my dad is this really athletic dude, tall athletic dude, and he thought his wife was gonna give birth to a football player. Instead, she shot out a football. And you gotta ask yourself, what would you do in that situation? What would you do if you found out your child was a little bit different? He wasn't gonna be like all the other kids. What would you do? How would you react if you knew for a fact your son was guaranteed to be bullied when he got to school? Hopefully, you do what my dad did. He bullied me first. But he did it in a very awesome way. He would make fun of me, and he would tell me, like, all right, hit me back. Hit me back with something. That's what you're gonna do. Some kid's gonna come up to you. He's gonna make fun of you. What are you gonna do? You gonna cry about it? No, not my son. You're gonna make him regret saying that to you. You're gonna make him cry about it. That's what you're gonna do. So he molded me. He trained me. He prepared me like Yoda and Luke Skywalker. The sizes were reversed, but you get the idea. So by the time I got to kindergarten, I was a trained verbal assassin. I walked into kindergarten with some swag like, I hope someone fucks with me today. And someone did. Someone did fuck with me. I will never forget this. First day of school, we're all lined up, right? And we're taking roll. This kid runs out of line in front of the entire class, runs right up to me, points his finger in my face and goes, ha ha, you're little. I looked at him and went, ha ha, your mom doesn't live with your dad anymore. Tears, tears, tears. I live in California. I had a 50-50 shot at getting that one right. So he starts crying. I get sent to the principal's office. I'm sitting there in the office. It's me, it's the principal, it's the kid. Kid's still crying because he's a bitch. And then the principal looks at me and goes, I can't believe you made him cry. I'm calling your father. Do it. All right, I'll do it. So he gets the phone out. He calls my dad, gets my dad out of work, and says, Mr. Williams, I'm here with your son, Brad. He's in my office today because he made another little boy cry at school. What do you have to say about that? Here's what my dad said. He goes, did he start it or did he finish it? Dad. I see the old school parents clapping right now because you know what that means. Some of the younger parents are like, what are you talking about? Did he start or did he finish it? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Bad. Both children made fun of each other. They should both be punished equally. They should be put in timeout. They should put in timeout, Brad. Timeout means they can't use their Xbox for 3 minutes. It's not good. They'll think about what they did, and then they'll be done, and they'll want to learn something, and they'll want to go outside. Now, before they go outside, though, it's very scary outside. So you want to dip your child in a big vat of Purell. Just dip them in that Purell. So there's no germs on them, but they could fall. So you want to be prepared for that. So you put a helmet on them. You put some wrist pads, some elbow pads, some knee pads, and then if they play competitive sports, even if they get last place, you can't hurt their self-esteem. So if they get last place, you give them a 3-foot-tall trophy, and at the bottom of it, it says, "You're special. Fuck you." Fuck you. Stop it. Stop it. That's not what you do. Did you start it or did you finish it? Because you're never, ever, ever supposed to start a fight. But if you're in one, you better damn well finish that thing. That's the rule. If you start a fight, you're an asshole. If you finish it, you're a goddamn hero. That's the difference. So my dad says that to him, and the principal goes, well, to be honest with you, he finished it. Then my dad says this on the speakerphone. He goes, well, problem with your school is not my son. Problem with your school is the other kid's a pussy. Click. And he's like, woo! I'm dancing around the office. That's my dad. That's my dad. And then I looked at the other kid. I'm like, you see, that's what a father does. You would have no idea what a father does. Finish him. Dad was proud of me that day. I got Chuck E. Cheese that day. Awesome. Now, don't think that just because I had that moment that my parents' job was done. Because if you're a parent, you know. You never stop being a parent. So my dad never stopped fucking with me, okay? Never. He even had to discipline me in a creative way. Because, like, he's old school. He wanted to discipline me because I would mess up, just like any kid messes up. And my dad, like, he wanted to hit me, but you can't punch a dwarf. No, that's 12 years bad luck. Like, you're not doing that. So my dad never hit me. Here's what he would do. When I would mess up, my dad would pick me up, put me on a counter, and then leave. Some of you get it. Some of you are like, what's the big deal? Well, 5-foot counter, 2-foot human. Unless you leave a parachute, not going anywhere for a while. One time at Christmas, I knocked over the Christmas tree. Dad got mad, picked me up, put me on the counter, called in my sister, was like, hey, Katie, come here. Check it out. Look what I got. Elf on a shelf. 16th birthday. My dad wakes me up on my birthday. Happy birthday, son. I bought you a car. Yeah! I'll run downstairs, run to the kitchen, get to the garage, open it up. Fisher-Price Power Wheel sitting right there in the damn garage. Hey, I lived a block and a half away from school. I still drove that thing to school. I had the first electric car. I was a visionary. Now, I tell those stories about my father, and a lot of you have the appropriate reaction. You laugh. Some of you get that look, and I know that look. I say those stories, and you're like, oh, Brad, that's so sad. Your father made fun of you. What do you think that did to you, Brad? Made me a man. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. I thank God every day that my dad made fun of me. I'm so thankful that he put a little adversity in my life. That way, I knew how to conquer adversity later. You have to ask yourself one question. Who do you want your kid to be? Do you want your kid to be ready for the world that is or the world that should be? Now, in the world that should be, there should be no murder. There should be no ISIS. There should be no Justin Bieber. But that's not the world we live in. We live in a world where, unfortunately, all those things do exist. So, who do you want your kid to be? Do you want your kid to be the person that's never had anything go wrong for them ever? Smooth sailing the entire way? Never had anything wrong, never got hurt, never got a bruise, just run down the street every day, just sunshine and lollipops and... No, you don't want that kid. Because when something does happen to that kid, and it will, that kid's not gonna know what to do. People wanna protect their children from life. And to some extent, you have to do that, but you have to let a little in because you're never gonna be able to protect them forever. Life, ladies and gentlemen, has an undefeated record. No one has gone through this thing unscathed. No one. My family got ours about 2 years ago. 2 years ago, my dad came home and announced to the family that he had skin cancer. And we knew as a family, like, all right, we gotta deal with this. And we started dealing with it. And then when my dad had to have part of his face removed for plastic surgery and try to get that cancer off his face, that didn't work. And we had to regroup. Then when he went through radiation treatment, that didn't work. We had to regroup. Then he had to go through chemotherapy. And I had to watch the man who raised me, the man who I love more than anything in this world, wither away to almost nothing. But I was never truly scared because my dad raised me to never fear anything in this world more than him. I knew nothing on this planet was scarier than my dad. Nothing is more powerful than my dad. I know this. My sister knows this. And now cancer knows it because he beat that son of a bitch. You want to know how he did it? Ask him, because my father is sitting right here in the second row. Thank you. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you for teaching me never to quit. Thank you for teaching me to be a man and hopefully be the man that you can be proud of. And now it is my dream, it is my goal to one day have a son. Don't get me wrong, he's gonna be taller than me. That scares the fuck out of me. But one day, I wanna have that moment with my son where we're arguing, just like any father and son does. And we're having that moment and we're arguing and we're getting pissed off. It happens in every household. It is my dream that one day my son will look down at me and get mad at me and pick me up and put me on a counter and be like, Grandpa taught me that one, bitch. Thank you guys very much for being a part of this. Thank you. And thank you to UCI Medical Center for keeping my dad alive. I love you guys. Thank you. But yeah, this is a fun job. I love this job. Only bad part about it, you gotta travel a lot. Like, past 3 years, I've been on the road like 48 weeks a year. So I get burned out. I was so burned out that I took this other job just to get away from it for a bit. I took a job as a DJ in San Francisco, California on a morning show. Don't cheer. That lasted 6 months, then I got fired. I will tell you exactly what happened. They might say something different on Google. This is what happened. I was a morning show DJ on the show. I was the sports guy on the morning show. Obviously, you look at me, you're like, yeah, there's a dude that got picked first for every team growing up. I was a sports guy. While I was up there, the San Francisco Giants won the World Series. Now, I don't like the San Francisco Giants. So I go on air the next day. Talk a bunch of shit about the San Francisco Giants, make reference to a couple players that I know have been cheating on their wives, classy stuff. They don't like that. The Giants team calls up the radio station and is like, if that guy's not fired, suspended, or apologizes, we're pulling all our funding from your station. The station panics. They call me to a meeting. They're like, Brad, you gotta go on air tomorrow, say something nice about the Giants. I'm like, nope, not gonna do that. And they're like, no. They're like, no, you gotta do it. Just go on air and say something nice about the Giants. I'm like, that's never gonna happen. They're like, what? Because you're from Southern California and you're a Dodger fan? I'm like, I am, but that has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. I'm a professional. They go, well, why don't you just say anything nice about the Giants? Like, because I'm a fucking midget. I'm not gonna wear a jersey that says Giants on it, asshole. Realize that? I'm not gonna support something that's been trying to kill me my entire life. No one else would do that, ever. A black guy would never wear a jersey that says cops. Okay. It's a good tester joke. Some of you guys laughed, some of you didn't. That's fine. You don't have to laugh at jokes you don't like, but that's fine. But if you did not laugh at that joke, I could tell you something about yourself. You're white. Guarantee you. Because black people love that joke. And black people love racial jokes in general. They're not afraid of them like white people. White people are scared to tell racial jokes. Black people aren't. You've never seen a black guy at his job like, hey guys, I've got a cracker joke to tell you guys right now. No! A black guy will wait until he is surrounded by the maximum number of crackers before he tells the joke. He'll call more over. Richard, get over here. You're gonna love this shit. Like, not white people. We hold it in. We hold it in because we know we can get in trouble. So we walk around all day with this voice in our heart like, don't say shit, don't say shit, don't say shit, don't say shit. Because we know we can get busted, we can get fired. You see it all the time. People have to apologize for what they say about racial issues. There's always some celebrity who's got to call a press conference and be like, I'm sorry to the African American community. I meant nothing when I ordered the salmon blackened. You get scared and you hold it in. White people hold it in, and it affects other parts of life. Even something basic as laughter, because white people never want to be caught laughing at the wrong joke. So we laugh like we have ADD. It's just, and we stop. You ever seen a black guy laugh like that? Fuck no. I love making black guys laugh. You make a black guy laugh, he puts everything he has into it, body, soul. Black people burn calories when they laugh. It is awesome. You make a black dude laugh, it's like, oh, shit! That is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my goddamn life! Try it, white people, you'll like it. Don't get me wrong, you're gonna fuck it up the first time you do it. First time you'll be like, golly gee willikers. That was a humorous anecdote. I just don't get why we're not allowed to talk about certain things. It doesn't make any sense to me. Because in my opinion, when you talk about racial issues, when you joke about it, when you have a discussion, that's how you learn. That's how you gain a greater appreciation. You do. That's how you learn and appreciate other cultures. Like right now, I love Asian people. I love Asian people right now. Because 2 weeks ago, my Asian buddy called me up and he asked me for help to fix his iPhone. Think about that for a second, okay? He asked me, he could have asked his cousin. His cousin built the fucker, all right? But he didn't, he asked me, and that made me feel good about myself, made me feel good about the Asian people. And that's when I realized, oh my God, this is how we could end racism if every group just asks for help with something they're supposed to be good at. Then we'll all support each other. We'll build each other up, right? Appreciate each other's cultures. Like, how much would you love Indian people if your Indian friend just called you like, oh my God, you need to help me. You need to help me right now. I am telling you one thing, now more than ever, I am in desperate need of customer service, right? I don't know what to do with my computer. I have tried everything to fix my computer. I have turned it off. I have turned it back on. I don't know what to do. If you can please just help me, I would be ever so grateful. Oh, wait, you are busy? I will hold. But I understand that it's difficult because there's some groups that you're allowed to make fun of and other groups you should never make fun of under any circumstance whatsoever. And I know this dichotomy exists because I know I'm one of those groups that's perfectly all right to make fun of. I am. I'm not mad about that. I just want equality. Like, most of the time when people make fun of little people, they're not even thinking about it. Like, Hollywood does it all the time. Like, I went out for a commercial audition not too long ago. It was for a Christmas commercial. And in my breakdown, now, breakdown for an actor is details about how they're supposed to prepare for the role. In my breakdown, it said, be sure to bring your own elf costume from home. From home! What the fuck do you think is in my closet? You think you go to my house, open it up, it's just elf, 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 elf. Then the springtime, leprechaun, 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 leprechaun. In the summer, I'll dress like a gnome if I'm feeling fancy. Like, are you kidding me? It's wrong. It's fucked up, and it's wrong. Don't kid yourself. I do own an elf costume, but you gotta work in this town, but it's just messed up because they would never do that to other groups, ever. They would never be like, oh, you're Asian, bring your wok. You know what I mean? Oh, you're a black male, bring your illegitimate child. They would never do that. All right? Now, I actually like when some people don't laugh at that joke because it helps me identify you. And helps me identify the people that I hate the most in this world. Oh, I'll tell you who they are. Oh, yeah. Here's the people I hate. And I don't mean hate like, oh, I hate chocolate cake. No, I mean, I hate these people, all right? If you are one of these people that gets offended on behalf of another group, eat a bag of dicks. Just a bag of dicks. Not the fun-size bag. No, the family-size bag of dicks. Just never stop shoving dicks in your your mouth. Why do people do this? Why? Why do people care so much about shit that has nothing to do with them? And the worst part is that they think they're being so good. They think they're being a champion. I hope you know that when you get offended on behalf of another group, what you're doing is infinitely times more racist than whatever pissed you off in the first place. Because what you're doing is you're turning to that group and you're saying, hey, you're not smart enough to know you're being made fun of right now. But don't worry, I know you were made fun of, and I'm gonna do something about it. No, don't get up, don't get up, don't get up, don't get up, don't get up. Stay there, I'll handle it, I got this, master race on 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. Why do people do this? And I know they do this. I had a woman come up to me recently after a show, angry, pissed off. Brad, I was so offended when you said the word midget. I was like, right, because you have other family members who are dwarfs. No. You have children that are little people. No. Then why the fuck do you care? Why do you care? This doesn't affect you. It doesn't change your life. I would understand if every time I said the word midget, that was some sort of call to arms to all the little people out there to rise up and fight our tall oppressors. And then when you guys got home, there were midgets just flying in your windows, doing shoulder rolls and then drop kicking your puppy. Okay, I would get that. But literally nothing happens to you. And who the fuck are you to tell me what I could say about my own people? I hope you realize I've been a midget my entire life. All 32 years. It's not like I was 6'4", you know, things weren't going so well, so I hacked off a couple of feet and said, let's give this a shot. That didn't happen. Why do people care so much about things that don't affect them? Why would anyone give a shit if weed is legal or not? Listen, if you don't smoke weed, great, don't smoke weed. But don't stop someone else from doing it, because them doing that action doesn't affect you whatsoever. Same thing with gay marriage. Listen, if you're not gay, who gives a shit if gay marriage is legal or not? If 2 gay people get married, didn't change your life. Didn't affect you whatsoever. Why do people give a shit about that? And why do people give a shit when I drive in my car and I sing every lyric to Katy Perry's Firework? Why? I love that song. That's a great song. It's an inspirational song. Helps me feel better about myself. Now, I understand that joke is not funny, all right? It's not. But I say it every night because one of these nights, one of you people in the audience, you are going to know Katy Perry and you're going to tell her about that joke. She's going to be intrigued by that joke. She is going to want to come see one of my shows. She's going to laugh at my comedy show. She's going to want to meet me afterward. I will meet Katy Perry and then I will finally get a chance to motorboat damn titties. I'm not trying to do this whole social change thing. I just want to get in there. Baby, that's it. I love being a dad. She gets so smart, she changes, she gets smarter and smarter every day. She becomes a new human being. It's so impressive to watch a human being just develop right in front of your eyes. I've been there for a lot of the big momentous occasions, all the milestones. Like I was there when she said her first word. Her first word, I was holding her. She just looked at me and she went, Daddy. I'm like, she knows who makes the money. Said daddy while looking at me. She's smart, because I got a friend, he's got a son. His first word was daddy, he was looking at the fridge. His kid's a moron. Dumbass kid. Not my girl, no, smart. Said daddy first. Then we try to get her to say mommy next. It's a very logical next word. Would have made my wife really happy. Say daddy, say mommy. We tried. She couldn't do it. Couldn't say mommy. No, the next word she said was the dog's name. Yeah, my dog's named after my favorite football player, DeBrickashaw Ferguson. Is taller than me, which I get it. That's not the norm. Normally the man is taller than the woman. But my wife and I have a normal relationship. It's a normal relationship. We do normal things. We go on normal date nights. We walk down the street. We hold hands like a normal couple, just walking down the street, holding hands, just like that. Not a big deal. My wife calls me her sexy keychain. I'm not even mad. I'm like, F yeah, baby, I'll be your pocket rocket. Let's go. Would it kill you, ladies? Would it kill you to just fake it, okay? I'm not talking about the orgasm. No, I already know you faked the orgasm. No, I'm talking about faking your level of cock respect. Yes, cock respect. Ladies, you have to understand something. When your man takes his penis out for you for the very first time, it's an emotional moment. It is. We don't know what you're gonna say. We don't know how you're gonna react. We don't know how we measure up to the ghost of penis past that you've had in your life. We don't know if you're gonna say something when you see it, like, is that it? Like, and by the way, how f***ed up is that? Is that it? Like, any man's ever heard that and said, actually, no, I have more dick. Lucky for you, I always carry some spare dick with me. But it should be a little weird because porn is an escape from real life. You don't want to see real life in your porn. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see what sex actually is in your porno. Reality sex, that's two people banging as quietly as they can because their 4-year-old is sleeping in the bedroom next to theirs. I'm not getting off to, shh, you're gonna wake the baby. Okay, that's not happening. No, porn is not about what you can do. Porn is about what you can't do. What you want to do, what you've always fantasized about doing. Like, I would love to watch a porno of two people just reaching shit. Get it? Get it? Top shelf, bitch! Giving birth to a dwarf is not easy. It's not like you just sneeze and we fly out of there, okay? Like, the doctor isn't sitting there with a catcher's mitt, like, you know, like that doesn't happen. No, it is very hard to give birth to a little person. When I was born, my head was about the same size as it is right now, okay? Do you understand what that means? And my mom never complained. She never once complained. My dad, he complains about it all the time. He tells me, like, you realize that was the first you ever tore up? When I was in high school, I used to play a game with my high school friends called Nutball. Nutball. You sit across the room from your buddy, keep your legs spread apart, take a tennis ball, take turns, hucking it at each other's nuts. The whole point of the game is to hit your friend in the dick so his dumb ass would never reproduce. That is what men do, because we're morons. I saw you. You put your head in your hands. Exactly, because you're a woman. You can't understand that, because you're not that dumb. You're not. You and your girlfriends are never getting together and having a good game of split clit. I don't care how drunk you are. You're not looking around like, I don't know, girls, how about tonight? A little twat. There might be a lesbian in here that's like, actually. Touche. I support the clam slam. The best part about being in a mixed race relationship is you can make stuff up about your race. And your partner has no idea if you're telling the truth or not. And if they call you out, you get to call them a racist. I do it with my wife all the time. I make up midget holidays. I make them up. My wife comes in. Why aren't you working? It's my day. What day is that? The winter solstice. What does that mean? It means I don't work. Why? Shortest day of the fucking year. Okay. New York City not too long ago, and they got a blizzard there. They got 1.5 feet of snow in one day, okay? One fucking day, okay? And I'm on stage talking about it, like, there's 1.5 feet of snow outside. The audience is like, hey, it's no big deal. It's just like 1.5 feet of snow. Like, no, it's a big deal. It's just 1.5 feet of snow. There's 1.5 feet. It's just 1.5 feet of snow. And I am 4 feet fucking tall, all right? That's a big deal for me. Maybe not for you guys. Maybe you guys walk around 1.5 feet of snow, you trip, you fall, your knee gets wet, you're like, oh God, it's winter time. If I trip and fall in 1.5 feet of snow, I die. You understand how that works? I was scared. I went to one of those sporting goods stores and I bought one of those soccer flags and I just duct taped that shit to my back. I just walk around New York City like this the entire time. People are looking at me like, Brad, you look like a loser. Don't give a shit. I'm gonna live. scary part. People are now teaching this to their kids. I see it, because I see how children react when they see something different like me for the first time. And I'll tell you, it changes based on the race of the kid. It does. Like, white kids suck, okay? I hate white kids. They're the worst. Fuck whitey. I hate them. They're taught wrong. White kids are taught, okay, Trevor, we're going outside. Now, if you see anything, Trevor, just don't say anything. Just don't say anything, Trevor. Just hold it in. Hold it here. Hold it right here in your happy place, Trevor. Right here. Right here. If it starts to hurt, don't worry. You can fart. You can just fart, Trevor. You'll be fine. So then the kid sees something different like me. He wants to say something, but he can't. But he wants to, but he can't. But he wants to, but he can't. So he ends up just pointing and gasping, just... until the mom just grabs him by the head like, don't look, honey, he's special, honey. My favorite kids, by far, black kids. Black kids have got it. Because they don't give a shit. Love black kids, because they see me, they drop, whatever the fuck they're doing. They run across the damn street, just, aye! Aye! What the hell is wrong with you? You think the dad is offended. No, dad's right behind him. Yeah, what the hell is wrong with your midget ass? I got rims bigger than you. Oh, shit. This is the speech that I hear right before I take my first helicopter flight in Afghanistan. Pilot looks at us and goes, all right, Mr. Williams, this is Bagram Air Force Base, Afghanistan. Some shit goes on here. We don't anticipate anything to happen, but something might happen, and we do have to prepare you for such a scenario. What sometimes occurs, these particular helicopters, they get fired upon by something called an RPG, rocket propelled grenade. You might know it as a bazooka. If this is to happen, you'll hear the words fire in the hole, followed by our machine gunner on board return fire. If you hear our gun go off, it is no longer a combat simulation. It is a real-life war scenario with real-life consequences. We'll do everything in our power to keep you alive. We'll do some evasive maneuvers. You're curled up in a fetal position. You'll be fine. And you want to know what happens when a Black Hawk helicopter flies outside of the base? You have to test fire the machine gun to make sure it works. They didn't tell me that. No, they told me, hear the gun go off, kiss your ass goodbye. That's what I heard. So we get outside the base, out of nowhere, you just hear, fire in the hole! I had my first period right there on the damn helicopter. I love making black guys laugh. You make a black guy laugh, he puts everything he has to do it. Body, soul. Black people burn calories when they laugh. It is awesome. You make a black dude laugh, it's like, oh, shit! That is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my goddamn life! Try it, white people. You'll like it. Don't get me wrong, you're gonna fuck it up the first time you do it. First time you'll be like, golly gee willikers. That was a humorous anecdote. I think the vast majority of us are sick and tired of the far left and sick and tired of the far right, okay? Right now, there's a group on the far left in Canada that successfully canceled the name of a youth hockey division because they said it was too offensive. Don't worry, I'll tell you the name. The name of the youth hockey division, and it's been this way for years, has always been the midget division. Now, I feel like I'm uniquely qualified to talk about this. And me personally, I was not offended. I was not. To me, it made sense. Kids, small midget division, okay. But some people got offended, and they complained, and they changed the name of the division. The problem is that the new name, I think, is worse. It is, because the new name of the youth hockey division in Canada is the under-18s. Right? That's icky as shit. Oh my God, the under-18s? What the fuck? You can't go to your friends and be like, hey, it's Friday night. Let's go watch the under-18s. You can't say that. The under-18s? You can't call a youth hockey division the under-18s. Nobody's gonna want to score on the under-18s. At least not before the first period. I'll tell you what, that's Simone Biles. She's impressive. That's amazing. And here's the thing. She's so impressive that as an ambassador for the little people, we're claiming her. She's a dwarf now. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're
proclaiming Simone Biles. She is now a dwarf. And if you're like, how do you get to do that? Well, she's 4'8", okay? She's 4'8". Did you know she was 4'8"? Are you sitting there right now going, I don't know, Brad, how big is 4'8"? Bam! Okay, like, this is 4'8". Right here. And that's what Simone Biles is. She's a magical person that collects gold. That's a dwarf. All right? She's going up there on Dwarf Mount Rushmore. Hell yeah. It's more like a molehill. Let's not get into details, okay? It's me, Simone Biles, and Peter Dinklage has 2 spots. Fuck that guy, okay? That's what we're doing.
Is the baby gonna be like you or like me? And I was like, right. Well, Carol, she's not gonna be like you. She's gonna be rich. I wish I would have said that. I really wish I would have said that. Actually, we ran some tests and we found out that she does have dwarfism. She's gonna be a little person, just like her father. And Carol's response was to go, oh, her life is gonna be so hard. Now I'll tell you what I did say. I said, Carol, I get it. I get why you said that. You said that because for you, dwarfism is an unknown. You don't know about it, you're unfamiliar with it, and oftentimes, people have a fear of things they don't understand, which I get. I'm not perfect, Carol. There's normal parts about your life that scare me. I live my life terrified of being an ignorant It made my wife so mad. My wife was like, you're sleeping on the couch tonight. I'm like, fucking worth it. Also, that's not even a punishment. You put a dwarf on a couch, that shit's still a king-size bed for my ass. I hopped right on like, starfish. This is a comedy special. You want it to be special, you shoot that shit in New York, man. You want to know how special your show is? They put another midget in the fucking front row. You guys get 2 midgets for the price of 1. If you don't play the fucking lottery tomorrow, you're an idiot, all right? I love it. I love coming to this city. You guys are such a melting pot. I've been touring all over the country, and wherever you go, every part of the country has its own little thing that they do. They all have their own little thing that they do. Like, we just did a show in Ohio. Jealous? Yeah, of course you are. Ohio's thing is that if you say the letters OH, see? They have to do that shit. You're the only state that does that. Nobody else does that shit. You can't go up to someone from Massachusetts and be like, MA. They'll be like, SSA, go fuck yourself. Okay, they're not doing it. I'm from California. Try that there. CA, if I don't speak English. You're the only one that spells your state. And then your rivals, the people from Michigan, their thing is that you say, hey, you're from Michigan. What part? They point to their hand. They point to their... What the fuck, Michigan, okay? What is that? Where are you from? Right there. Like, what the hell? And they do that because the state on a map kind of looks like a hand. So they point to their hand. The problem is, none of us know where the fuck that is, okay? We don't know what that is. No one was in geography class. They're like, by the way, Detroit's a knuckle. Okay, no one said that. But I get why they do it. They do it because, like I said, the state is shaped like a hand. They point to their hand. Okay, makes sense. Michigan, I'm glad you do it. I'm glad Florida doesn't. Oh, you're from Florida? What part? Tallahassee. Like, what? Oh, the taint? You're from the taint. All right. We all have our own thing. I'm from Southern California. Our thing is I've been vaccinated 527 times. All right? Yeah. Not that many. I got vaccinated 3 times. 3 times, let's be honest, I probably just needed 1. Look at me. My first shot was a booster, okay? I got vaccinated. Now, I was very lucky. I didn't have any side effects, none. But some people did. Some people had side effects. Don't get me wrong, I was worried. I was scared there was gonna be side effects. What if one of the side effects is like, it cures dwarfism? That would suck for me. I'd have to rewrite all of these jokes. My wife would leave me because she's got a fetish. That's right. I don't have a dwarf wife. I got one of yours. That's how you know I'm really good at this job. Brad, you're a comedian. Are you funny? That's who a fuck. I love it. Now, does my wife actually have a fetish? I don't know. I don't care. But Brad, what if she's only having sex with you because you're a dwarf? Wouldn't you feel exploited? No. I'd be coming, okay? I wouldn't feel exploited, I'd feel exploded. I don't care if my wife has a fetish, but I also don't want to find out. I don't need this information. I don't want to steal her phone, scroll through the photos, find all the ex-boyfriends. Turns out every one of them is just... I don't want to see that. I know, you saw one do the dance. Bucket list. Okay, like that. Yes, my wife is taller than me, which I get it. That's not the norm. Normally the man is taller than the woman, but my wife and I have a normal relationship. It's a normal relationship. We do normal things. We go on normal date nights. We walk down the street. We hold hands like a normal couple, just walking down the street, holding hands, just like that. Not a big deal. My wife calls me her sexy keychain. I'm not even mad. I'm like, fuck yeah, baby, I'll be your pocket rocket. Let's go. Love the fact that my wife is taller than me. And now short dudes are out there. We're getting our respect. We're finally getting our respect. Now there's even a term. There's a term you're supposed to call a confident short man. Does anyone know what that term is? Short king, that's right. We're short kings. I know, all the Italians went, they're fucking right. Exactly. Short king, that's the nickname. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't like it. I don't like short king. No, Brad, you're a short king. Great, you just called me a chess piece. No, you're a short king. All right, now I'm the villain from Shrek 1. Nobody wanted to fuck Lord Farquaad. I love the fact my wife is taller than me. We are very different people physically. She's taller. We're also different races. I'm in a mixed race marriage, mixed race relationship. My wife is half Chinese. I'm half. Some of you got that joke. Okay, some of you got it. Some of you are just staring at me like, what's the other half? And I'm like, fucking air? I don't know. I like being in a mixed race relationship. It's a lot of fun, progressive. You learn about another culture. You get to experience parts of that culture you probably wouldn't have experienced otherwise. Like with my wife, I'm getting good Chinese food now. Really good Chinese food. Good shit. I'm white as hell. I thought Panda Express was authentic. And so you're laughing because you know it's not. It's garbage, unless they're here and they want to sponsor me, in which case, orange chicken. It's horrible, but no, now my wife gives me the good shit. Now I've gotten to try something called xiaolimbao. Xiaolimbao is a dumpling that is filled with hot soup. It is unbelievable. It is so good. And of course, I shared with my wife the food of my people, Keebler. Yeah. Dude. She took one bite and was like, fudge stripes, blew my mind. Like, love being in a mixed race relationship. But no one ever talks about the best part. No one ever talks about the best part about being in a mixed race relationship. So I'll tell you what the best part is. The best part about being in a mixed race relationship is you can make stuff up about your race. And your partner has no idea if you're telling the truth or not. And if they call you out, you get to call them a racist. I do it with my wife all the time. I make up midget holidays. I make them up. My wife comes in. Why aren't you working? It's my day. What day is that? The winter solstice. What does that mean? It means I don't work. Why? Shortest day of the fucking year. Okay, I don't work. I don't work and you owe me anal. That's our tradition. Love mixed race relationships. Love the fact they're so accepted now, which is wonderful. But even though they are accepted, if you're in a mixed race relationship, you know, people still say messed up things to you. They still ask inappropriate questions. Happens to me and my wife all the time. People see us out and about. They see a tall, beautiful Chinese woman holding hands with a dwarf. They're like, okay. Who ordered who? Right? Fucked up. I know, it's wrong. Also, if you're in a mixed race relationship, whatever your partner is that is different than you, that's what everyone thinks your thing is. That's your thing. You can't be with that person because you love them. No, you have to have a thing. Everyone thinks my wife's thing is banging Oompa Loompas. That's what. Like, that's her shit. Like, every time she masturbates, she has 3 screens going. One's me, one's Wee Man, one's Dinklage. Some of you just figured out that I am not Wee Man or Dinklage. Everyone thinks that's my wife's thing and my wife's Chinese. Everyone thinks that's my thing. People assume that Brad's into Asian women. That's what they think about me. I got recognized a couple of weeks ago. I barely get recognized. So when I do, I get very excited. And this guy sees me. He's with a group of friends. And one of the friends is an Asian woman. He just walks up to me and goes, "Hey, Brad! Ah! That's creepy as fuck." The girl didn't know it was gonna happen. He basically just walked up and went, "You wanna fuck her?" Like, that's weird. He was so excited too. Like, your wife's Asian, she's Asian. What are the odds? I don't know, 1 in 6. Does my wife get the same treatment? Does this happen to her if she goes to a neighbor's house and they have a lawn gnome? Are they gonna be like, ah? She's got a pointy hat. Like, yes, my wife is Asian. It does not mean I love all Asian women. It just means I love my Asian woman. I love her. She's great. I'm a big fan. It's not like you can just do something Asian and then I get turned on by it. I'm not going to be like, "Oh, fuck, are you doing long division?" Hold on. I'll get a remainder. See, the white guys love that joke. It's a gross dick joke. That's why they laugh at it. Yeah. Asians laugh because they're like, "He remembered the remainder." They're really happy. I love mixed race relationships. In my life, I've only ever seen one mixed race relationship ever that I did not approve of. I'll explain. Friend of mine, she's a dwarf like me, all right? She's 3'7". 3'7" is about there, right about my shoulder, okay? Her husband, 6'2" black man. Right? Do not feel bad for the thought you just had in your head. Everyone had that thought. Everyone had that thought. The most religious person in this room just thought to themselves, "I want to watch them fuck." All right? Because you do. What does that look like? I don't know. He's 6'2". If that man's on top, it just looks like he's humping a mattress. Like, that's crazy. 6'2", holy shit. That means he fucks her with something the size of her. That is mathematically impossible. I don't know how they're doing it. Do they do standard positions or does he just grab her, use her like a fleshlight? Like, how? Some of you just found out that someone at your table knows what a fleshlight is. Right? That's gonna be a fun drive home with Pop Pop. How does this couple fuck? I need this information. What are they doing? Is there any kind of foreplay involved? Does she ever just look up at him like, "Baby, tonight I'm giving you a hand job." Just, she gets done jerking him off, her Fitbit goes off. Wow, I made my steps today. Hell yeah, New York. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Look. Hell yeah, New York. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Look at this. This is awesome. Everyone's having fun here. See, that's why I love comedy. So many people are like, oh, comedy divides nowadays. No, it fucking doesn't. It does not divide. It's not dividing us. Think about what's happening right now. Right now, you're in a room with hundreds of strangers. You don't know these people. Right now, no one gives a shit who you voted for. No one gives a shit what race you are. No one gives a shit who you fuck. No one gives a shit what gender you identify as. Right now, everyone in this room at the exact same time is having the exact same thought. Dwarves are funny. It's awesome. It's wonderful. I'm glad comedy could be that place where everyone comes together and has fun. Because it seems like everything else is trying to divide us. Everything else. Oh my God, beer almost caused a civil war not too long ago. Beer, holy shit, and it happened overnight. Overnight. One night you drank a Bud Light, you were a redneck. The next night you were a transgender activist. Like, what? That change was so fast, even transgender people were like, too much change. Now, for those of you who don't know what happened with Bud Light, let me explain. There was a controversy. Dare I say, a brouhaha. The controversy happened when Bud Light announced they have a transgender spokesperson, and some people flipped the fuck out. I did not. I don't care. I want everyone to get a job. Like, I support transgender people. They're a marginalized group. I want them to be successful because I am also a marginalized group. I know. Some of you are like, but Brad, you're white. The other thing. I want transgender people to get spokesperson jobs because if they get spokesperson jobs, eventually Hollywood will work its way down to little people and I'll get a spokesperson job. And I could be a great spokesperson. I could sell you a product. I could sell you some Bud Light. Light? That'd be a great commercial. Bud Light, light. It gets you a little drunk. Find it in the minibar. I think more companies should hire transgender people to be their spokespeople. Absolutely. Snickers, 100% should hire a transgender spokesperson because you're not you when you're hungry. Grab a Snickers. May or may not contain nuts. Now, don't get me wrong. I am of two minds of this subject. One part of me wants every company to stop putting politics in their commercials. Leave it the fuck out. Don't tell me who you're voting for. Show me the product. Show me if it works. I'll decide if I want to buy it or not. That's part of me. But the other part of me wants every product, every company to pick an ideology and lean the fuck in. Make everything about your product about your ideology. I don't care about that because of politics. I don't give a shit about politics. I just want to see the commercials. I want to see those commercials. Can you imagine those commercials for those products? A liberal laundry detergent? You wouldn't want to watch that commercial? Libtide? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that'd be a great ad. Liberal laundry detergent. We make all colors equally bright. Well, what does it do for the whites? It does nothing for the whites! It cancels the whites. Be a great commercial. You throw in a white t-shirt, it comes out a pride flag. Fucking hilarious. I want liberal laundry detergent and I want conservative maxi pads. Conservative maxi pads. How funny would that be? Are you a strong conservative woman? Well, there's only one maxi pad strong enough to stand up against your red wave. From the makers of My Pillow. QAnon conservative maxi pads. Now with wings, but just the right wing. QAnon maxi pads. The box is blue and white because we know you bleed red. I know it sounds crazy, but it's coming, man. It's coming. Because everything divides us now. Everything. One of the most divisive things in our country right now is the news. The news. The news is not supposed to divide you. It's just supposed to be information. But even they have an agenda. Their agenda is they want you to watch more news. They try to get you mad at each other. They make you think everyone in our country is either on the far left or the far right. And I don't think that's the case. I think the vast majority of us are sick and tired of the far left and sick and tired of the far right, okay? We're hanging out in the middle. We're not far left. We're not like, wear 5 masks, get vaccinated 14 times, never go outside. If you do go outside, if you're alone, by yourself, in a car, wear a mask. If you're masturbating, wear 2 masks and goggles for a complete separate reason. Never go outside, there's too many variants. You go outside, you'll kill your grandma. We're not that, and we're not Florida. And the main ideology of both sides is simply that they're not the other side. That's all they argue. We're not those guys. When really they have a lot in common. Both sides are snowflakes. Both sides can't take a fucking joke to save their life. Both sides try to cancel shit. Both sides, they see one thing they don't like, they try to shut it down. Right now there's a group on the far right that's trying to cancel the children's show Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. I know you're confused, because if you know that show, you know Peppa Pig is a great show. It's charming. It's about a bunch of farm animals. They have British accents. They all have human characteristics. It's a delightful show. But the controversy happened when the show announced they want to introduce a same-sex couple on their show. They want 2 male dogs, and they're going to have a dog kid. Me, I was like, great, that's wonderful. Representation matters. But for some people, they got very upset. They're like, well, I don't want my son seeing some dogs do some gross shit. He watches your dog lick its own asshole. Well, it might turn him gay. No, it won't. No, it fucking won't. Because nothing turns you gay. Nothing. I can watch 90 hours of gay porn. I'm not going to be like, I wonder what's on Bravo. Now, I understand there's going to be people out there that disagree with me. And I also know that as a comedian, I'm probably not going to change your mind. All I can say is, what are you truly afraid of in that situation? What do you think's gonna happen? Because it's a children's show. All that's gonna happen, there's gonna be 2 male dogs, they'll stand next to each other, they might hold hands, and the kid will call both of them dad. That's it. Your worst fear is not gonna come true. You're not gonna turn on a children's show and it's gonna be 2 dogs sucking on each other's pink things, okay? That's not gonna go down. It's not gonna be like, which one's the gay dog? Oh, the one with 9 nipples pierced. That is not... There's not gonna be a very special episode where Peppa Pig comes out. It's like, are you a top dog or a bottom dog? It's not. The dog's not gonna howl and be like, ah, ooh, no. The dog's not gonna introduce himself and be like, okay, my pronouns are arf and rough. Both sides cancel shit. Right now, there's a group on the far left in Canada that successfully canceled the name of a youth hockey division because they said it was too offensive. Don't worry, I'll tell you the name. The name of the youth hockey division, and it's been this way for years, has always been the midget division. Now, I feel like I'm uniquely qualified to talk about this. And me personally, I was not offended. I was not. To me, it made sense. Kids, small midget division, okay. I'm also kind of proud. We're the only disability that got our own division. The only one. The only one. Nobody else got their division. You can't go out on a Friday and watch the cystic fibrosis slap the puck. It's not gonna happen. But some people got offended, and they complained, and they changed the name of the division. The problem is that the new name, I think, is worse. It is, because the new name of the youth hockey division in Canada is the under-18s. Right? That's icky as shit. Oh my God, the under-18s? What the fuck? You can't go to your friends and be like, hey, it's Friday night. Let's go watch the under-18s. You can't say that. The under-18s, my God, why don't you just call it the barely legal division? The commissioner can be Jared from Subway. The under 18s? You can't call a youth hockey division the under 18s. Nobody's gonna want to score on the under 18s. At least not before the first period. Now, some of you, that joke may have offended you. Okay. I'm not saying you're not allowed to be offended. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying you're not allowed to have things that you don't like and you don't prefer. Absolutely not. I'm just saying that we should probably draw a line between I don't like it and it should not exist. There has to be a compromise in between those. Because there's plenty of things we all don't like. I don't like a lot of shit, okay? I don't like the Disney classic film Snow White. I hate that movie. I can think of, 7 reasons off the top of my head. But just because I don't like the movie does not mean it should not be allowed to be out there. You're an adult. You can make that decision for yourself. We don't do that with other things. We don't do that with stuff like sports. You're allowed to like whatever sports team you like. Your friend can like whatever sports team they like. You could still be friends. That's part of the fun, is you like different teams. You watch a game. You talk some shit. It's great.